Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to throw, it's Moss. A little release to the back. Hard running there. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion. And
the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. On the ground, it's Thomas. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Harris will throw. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And he's brought down after a huge completion. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for room. It's Thomas.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23s.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bear. He would not be denied.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Moss. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Touchdown, Trojans! Reeled it in and just made the house call. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Snags it down the right side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for room. It's Thomas. At the 35, he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side. Oh, look out! Running inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He fires one deep down the right side. He's off to the races. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? This guy can throw it. Trying to get to him. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay
Right down the gut of the field. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And once he got loose, it was all over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Direct snap. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big jump.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris back to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but Things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And it's caught inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fair catch, called for and made. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Brady. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 13 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Moss. They're working that left side. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On target. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting close to catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Makes his connection. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They keep attacking through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense gets set for second down. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 45. He's loose. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Harris back to pass. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cal. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's back to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Got him downfield, and they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Running it to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Trying to pound their way in. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Going up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up.